All right, so now we're going to go over the importance of the capturing emails. And sorry I'm spending so much time on this, but this is literally the most important thing. You can have the best site, but you gotta capture the people that come to your site, not just have a nice site. Everybody wants to have a beautiful site, but is it converting? Is it making sales? Are you profiting from it? Because what's the use of a great looking site if it's not working? So you want to capture emails. Obviously, you're going to manage your form, set up the email that you want it to be sent to. Obviously, you're going to need to capture the email here. That you don't have to do anything with this. You can keep, you can make name optional if you'd like, and that will add another form here. You'll see they need to put their name in. I don't put that in there. You can add name, you can add phone, but I don't put any of that in there. I just want to collect their email because I'm not concerned necessarily. It's not that I'm not concerned with their name, and it's not like I wouldn't like to have their phone number. Not that I ever plan on calling them or anything like that. But you want to put as the least amount of barriers for entry from capturing their email as possible. You don't want to if someone comes, you obviously it'll be higher converting if they just have to put their email in and not their email and their name. So I just go with email. You can make that choice on your own, but I'd say email. Now, for the title on your sign up form, keep the title. That's what this is going to be. I take the subtitle off. I don't need that. Essentially, I just put the title and I say what I'm going to offer them for free in the title. So if I was going to say free dropshipping course, I would say get free dropshipping course or receive your free dropshipping course or whatever. In this case, let's think for a second. I'm offering puppies, so maybe I'd offer a subscription, a free subscription, a free month to a subscription of a to try out a dog food or something like that. I'm running with it here. Obviously, I'd have to come up with something and take a little bit of time about with this too. So if you're doing e-commerce, maybe you offer 20% discount. Receive 20% discount on your first order. And that's what your title would be. And then obviously your button wouldn't be subscribe. You would you'd put like receive or get 20% off now or something like that. That's the gist of it. But for me, I'm going to say, and you can use your brain. You guys are smart. I'm gonna say, let's see, get a free month of dog food. Or you know what, I'm gonna say this is just a placeholder because I'm not sure if I can find something like this. But obviously you're gonna want to bring something to the table that you can get. So I'm gonna say this is just a placeholder. Enter for a chance. Jesus, sorry guys. Oh my God, chance to win free dog food for a year. Now, don't you think that's going to be high converting if someone sees that they just need to put their email in for a chance to win free dog food for a year? Yes, it's going to be. Obviously, I need to be able to provide that. You don't want to promise anything that you can't provide. And I'm not saying I necessarily could, but it's just a placeholder for now. Obviously, I will change this accordingly to what I'm going to offer them in the future. But just gives you an idea. And then obviously my button would say enter. You can be creative, and then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to set your thank you message. So obviously you don't want to just leave it thanks for subscribing, because then they're going to know that they just subscribed to your email list. It's not that they won't know that they're subscribing to their email list. You just want to have a good thank you message. You don't just want to have thank you for subscribing. So what you're going to say is you're going to say thank you, thanks for entering, and then subtitle text. Instead of "will send news to your inbox," it will just be "will notify the winners via email." Now, what that does is two things. It obviously says that you're going to notify them via email. So it basically says that if they win, that you'll be in touch. But it also, what it does is there's that underlying factor that every single time they receive an email from you, they're going to have their eyes open. They're going to want to know what's behind it. They're going to read your emails because they're going to want to know if they won. So that's a little caveat there, so that you can have better open rates and click-through rates on your emails. Obviously promise something that you can offer that's free and has immense value, and you'll capture a lot more emails that way. Now we're going to go to the layout and the design. So the layout, you can switch it if you want. Obviously, you want your header alignment. You can go horizontal like that. I like vertical. I think it looks a lot better. And of course, did it just switch my, oh wow. All right, let me fix this real fast. Enter for a chance to win. Why did it just switch that? That's strange. Okay, so vertical header line. All my stuff is the same. Why is it there we go. That was weird. Enter. Thank you message is still the same. Back. Now we're going to go to the layout. Now I'm going to keep it vertical. I like that. Obviously you want your header alignment in the middle, especially if you have it vertical, and your body alignment doesn't really matter. I like to keep it on the left. Design wise, you can choose a different design. If you want to go postcard route, you know, they just look a little bit different. I kind of always like to keep it classic. I think that looks better. Or is it strip? No, it's strip. I like to keep it strip. Then obviously, you know, you can modify your headers and your certain buttons. You can kind of make them a little bit different. But I'm going to keep it this way. Why does this keep switching on me? Let's go to the design, the layout, header alignment in the middle. Stop messing with me. There we go. Okay, so now if you want to switch this up a little bit and change the colors, what you can do is you can right click, and you can do this on anything, and you can go to settings on those. So if you wanted to switch these, you just go edit text, right click, edit text. In this, it would be right click settings, and then you'd be able to kind of customize it, you know, with colors and the layout and the design. You just go into I think it's design. Yeah, design. So, but with anything else, just like I said, you'd either highlight it and then you can see all these things pop up and you can modify them, or you can literally right click on the thing, no matter what it is, and edit it. So that's how you do it, guys. This is the most important thing. Next, we're going to set up your Lightbox, because that's what's the most important thing. Obviously, capturing emails is the same as the Lightbox. And what a Lightbox is every single time you come to a page and you are prompted and a little pop-up pops up, that's a Lightbox. It's a timed pop-up that you know, either captures an email or lets you know that there's a sale going on or something like that. So I like to set the email. I'll show you how I set them up. What you basically do is you go in here to add, and you're going to go to add a Lightbox. And then I scroll all the way down. You can pick whatever one you want. There's videos pop up. There's, you know, welcome to the sites. And obviously you can switch these around. But I'm going to go down to this one because I like this one and it captures emails pretty well. I found that it's pretty successful. And then it'll take you to this little pop-up. And essentially you're going to just want to change it around, the same exact thing. So I think it was enter for a chance to win. Jeez. For a chance to win free dog food for a year. Sorry I can't type today, guys. I'm like dyslexic and I'm not really sure why. I'm usually a good typer. And we'll just kind of center this, and then we'll fix this. So we'll double click this, and it will take us to this, and then you're just going to manage the form. Same as before. It's going to the same email, obviously. You're going to want to switch it around. So obviously that's the title. You just want to switch the button text around, and that's enter. And then your thank you message you're going to switch, and it will be thank you for entering. You know, will notify the winners via email. And that will keep their eyes peeled for your emails, guys. And that's really all you have to do. Now the next thing is you're going to click out of this. You can set the overlay up, but I'm going to click out of it to just kind of show you. And the way that you do that is you exit the Lightbox mode. Now, to manage your Lightboxes and to go back in once you're done doing that, is you're going to click this little page button, and you'll see these are all your pages for your site. Now, we've only worked on home so far on the landing page. I'm going to show you the future things, and they're pretty fast. It's all the same setup. It's all the same things, you know, regardless of the page. But you go to Lightboxes to manage your Lightboxes. Then you're going to click Grayscale, and it should pop up. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to set the trigger. Because what the trigger is how fast it pops up and on what pages. So you can put it on all pages. I like to put it on select pages, but I'm just going to put it on all pages for now. that are available. Not buy now, obviously, just newsletter and support. And then I'm going to set it to maybe 10 seconds. Sometimes I set it to 5. Whoa, not 20. And sometimes I set it to different things. Now you can choose the X icon or you can choose the close button. Obviously they're a bit different. You'll see the X icon was right over here, and it's a little bit less or more inconspicuous. It'll be here or here, or the close button will pop up a close, and that's just, it makes it easier for them to get out of. Not that you want it to be tough, but you want to capture the emails, obviously, if you can. So the purpose of the Lightbox is, and I'll show you in a second, once you set the trigger, is we're going to exit the Lightbox mode after we set the trigger, and I'm going to show you how this works. Now, essentially what the Lightbox does is it's triggered as soon as somebody pops on this page. 10 seconds after they pop on the page, it will pop up so that it's another shot to capture their email. So if they didn't put their email in here already, essentially, and they started scrolling down and looking at stuff, it will pop up and prompt them to enter the email and enter the contest. That's another way to increase your email leads, and a great way that I've found. So I'm going to show you the preview of how this works. Boom. So we're on the page. So we're going to start scrolling down because we didn't even see that offer, pretend. And then eventually the Lightbox is going to pop up and prompt us to see if we want to enter. And we're just kind of looking at stuff, and boom, there it goes. And you get this pop-up. It says, enter for a chance to win a free dog food for a year. And you say, whoa, wow, okay. And obviously you can change these and modify these and pick whichever one you like, but I just kind of like this one. And that's Lightboxes, guys, and that's email capture. It's very important. It's exactly what you're going to want to do. This is how your page is going to look, obviously, without all this stuff here. But that's essentially capturing emails and landing pages 101. And this is how people are going to view your site. If you want a more accurate view of how your site looks, before we jump into the next lecture, you can obviously publish your site. And obviously, you won't have a domain or anything like this. This is the URL for your site. You're going to want to purchase a domain eventually after you go premium, and I'll show you how to do that. But you literally just publish it, and then it'll say congratulations, and then you can just view your site. And it'll pop up a window with how visitors will see your site. This is your site live right now. So this is the site that we just built. Obviously, we haven't done anything else but set up the landing page right here and the Lightbox, but this is how people are going to see it. And obviously, we need to modify a few things and continue working, but this is exactly how the site will be. This is what people will see. So in the next one, we're going to jump back in and get moving forward. But I really hope you enjoyed that email capture, because that's literally the landing page, and above the fold, and email capture on your home page is the most important thing, and I can't stress that enough.